What's up, good people? Welcome and welcome back to another video. It's your girl Alex at Defined by Alex, and listen, in today's video I want to talk about YouTube analytics and explain the metrics that are important when it comes to growing on YouTube. Be sure to stay to the end of today's video because I'm actually going to share my personal analytics and also share with you how much I've been making being a micro influencer here on YouTube. So let's get started. Okay, so let me just break down the YouTube algorithm real quick for you. The more you can get people to watch your videos for a longer time, the better you are at being successful on YouTube. Now, when it comes to the algorithm, there is not just a one press of a button to make you become successful. There are multiple factors that play a part in you growing on YouTube. So I want to start diving into those analytics right now. Okay, so the first metric I want to explain is impressions. Now, when it comes to impressions, all this simply means is how many people actually saw your thumbnail. This does not mean how many people clicked on your video, and this also did not mean how many people actually watched your video. It just merely means how many people saw your thumbnail, and that is it. Now, this number is important because it can really let you know how your thumbnails are performing, if your topic is really well. A few factors are fueled into the impressions, but I just merely wanted you guys to understand that when it comes to impressions alone, it just simply means how many times that people saw like your thumbnail card while they're on YouTube. So now that you know the impressions just merely means that people saw your thumbnail card, your click-through rate is how many people actually clicked on your video once they saw your thumbnail. So let's just say they really like your thumbnail talking about how you do your skincare routine and they actually clicked on that video. Well, your click-through rate is what's calculated based off of them clicking on that video about your skincare routine. The typical range of a really good performing click-through rate is between 3 and 5%. So you'll know if it falls in that range that your videos have a good chance of being clicked on, depending on the style of thumbnail and your title. Now, if it's below 3%, it lets you know that you may need to work on your thumbnail a little bit more. You may need to work on your title and things like that. But if it's over 5%, then it lets you know that you should double down on that style of content, that style of topic, and things like that because your click-through rate is actually really high. The next metric I want to explain is your watch time. Now, your watch time plays a significant factor in actually growing on YouTube. But when it comes to growth, this plays a factor when it comes to being monetized, being recognized by brands, so many great benefits when it comes to your watch time. Now, this metric is important because it lets you know how long are people staying on your videos, okay? So it's pretty much synonymous to your audience retention. So you want to make sure that when it comes to your watch time, you're making sure that you're keeping people on your videos a little bit longer. Here's a little tip. If you guys notice in the beginning of my video, I talked about, hey, make sure you stay to the end of this video so that way I can show you the good stuff, right? Particularly talking about the YouTube money. So that's a little trick in increasing your watch time because it lets your audience know that they have a big surprise or like a big wow factor coming at the end of your video. Now, before I dive into revenue and actually share my screen to show you guys my personal analytics, I just want to say this. All of these metrics play a great factor in growing your YouTube channel, but these metrics will vary when it comes to the niche that you're creating your content in. There are some metrics that are higher than others just because of the styles of content. So I just wanted to just share that little disclaimer because not everybody's numbers are going to be the same, right? If we all have different channels, but I just wanted to let you guys know that when it comes to your impressions, your click-through rate, and your audience retention, that's going to vary, channel by channel. All right, so now let's get to the good stuff, okay? I'm going to hop into my computer to show you guys my analytics and how much I've been making on YouTube as a micro influencer. Alrighty, so I'm now in my analytics right here. So I'm just going to go over this just really quickly with you guys so that way you can just get a better understanding, just seeing it, for yourself. This is what creators see when it comes to checking our data, checking our analytics, just seeing how our channel is, going, our channel health, basically. I'm pretty much just in here in my analytics. I can see how my subscriber growth is going up. I can see total in the last 28 days here, just like the views I'm getting, my watch time, that's increasing, and also my estimated revenue. So if I really wanted to see everything on an overview, I can go to more like channel analytics, and over here I can just have a better breakdown to see how my videos are performing based off of like previous time frames. So as you guys can see here, when it comes to views, it's letting me know that my videos have been bringing in more views than normal. I'm typically in this 130,000 views for my overall channel, but as of recently I've been increasing my views which is good for me because the more views I get, it helps my channel. When it comes to my watch time, this is another metric that I talked about earlier, and this is also really helpful to know that my watch time is going up. That lets me know that people are staying on my videos longer, so super happy about that. So these are all metrics that you'll be able to see. One thing I want to point out though, when it comes to your back end, if you are not monetized, then you will not see the estimated revenue just yet. So what you'll probably just see before you become monetized is the views box, the watch time box, and the subscriber box. And then after you get monetized, your YouTube studio will look different. You'll have more buttons, you'll have more features. So just wanted to point that out there, okay? You will see more things once you get monetized. But since I'm on my subscriber box, I wanted to talk about that anyway. So this is another metric that's letting me know that it's growing. So there are more people that's willing to join my channel, stick around. I really appreciate that too. So to all the new faces, thank you guys for joining and sticking around because it's helping my channel grow as well. Now, before I dive into my revenue, I just wanted to show you that this is what it looks like as well when it comes to performance and just comparison. So YouTube is letting me know that I have more views than normal. I'm typically in like the 10 to 15 range, as y'all can see right here. But as of recently, I've been getting much more views, much more money, much more watch time, and things like that. And YouTube is letting me know. And then as I scroll down, I can see like what videos are bringing in all these good metrics for me. So I can kind of see what type of content I can keep making. What do I need to change? Even though I no longer make t-shirt style videos, these videos are evergreen for me. So that means that people will be watching these videos, from years on out, which is also a really good thing to know when you're making content. Make evergreen content. And I can see the shorts that are also performing well and things like that. Overall, on a high level, you guys, this is what it looks like to know like how your channel is performing. So now let's dive into revenue. So my current subscriber count, I believe, if I go back really quickly, so I just touched a little bit over 44,000 subscribers, as you guys can see from today, filming this video on October 17th. So if I go back to my channel analytics and I can see how much I'm making with 44,000 subscribers, then you guys can see this right here, okay? Now, YouTube always defaults in like the last 28 days. So this number is not estimate. However, if I just filter to October, which is obviously the current month, you can see here that I am making, right now I've made $1,909.59. And so you can also see my RPM and my CPM. And so these numbers will fluctuate depending on what your content is about and things like that. So the good thing with RPM is that it lets you know how much you're actually making from the amount of people that are actually looking at the ads on your videos. Your CPM lets you know how much your advertiser is paying for people to watch their ads that are on your videos. So these two numbers are going to be good for you to know when it comes to how much money you can see on YouTube and things like that. So just right now, from October 1st until October 16th, it hasn't calculated for the 17th yet. It is like a 2-day delay to know what you made this current day. But just to show you guys what I've been making, again, with 44,000 subscribers, and the month is not over. Now, to break it down even more, to let you guys know, like, my growth has tremendously increased, all because of this video right here. You guys can see when I came out, if you have been following me for a long time, you know that I recently just posted and came out and talked about sharing my story with t-shirts, what worked, what did not work, just seeing this as a transparent moment. This video is like carrying my channel at this point, which means that this can, keep performing well for me for months, for years, and things like that. And so far alone from this video, in the month of October, I've made $766.84. Okay, but I want to take it back last month when I posted that video, and so you guys can see the pattern here. I was still making a good chunk of money, but I posted this video in September, and if I can scroll to my uploads, I can actually tell y'all when I posted this video. So this video was posted on September 20th of 2022, almost a month out, right? So that lets you know that from September 20th until October 17th, this video has been carrying my channel, y'all. It's crazy the amount of love I've gotten on this video alone. And then when I do the last 28 days, almost 30 days, it's still my top performing video. So I I'm about to reach a really good goal. I've been wanting to see more earnings on YouTube, just trying to see what videos are gonna bring in more money. And so I feel like I'm on the cusp of figuring that out. But YouTube, as y'all can see, it ebbs and flows. So like, let me go back to October. So as you can see, on the 1st of October, I made $144.68. And then on October 9th, I made $73.71. So the thing about YouTube is that it's not going to be a linear amount of money. It's going to dip, and then grow, as you will. So that's one thing I wanted to share with you guys. But so far, my highest earning month, for 2022 is $29.72.23. I'm almost at $3,000, and so super thankful, super excited. And as you guys can see, in October, I'm not done yet. So high, possibility I can see, close to $3,000 as well. And I'm just super thankful. So this is how much I've been making on YouTube pretty much up until I got started. I got monetized March of 2021. So if I go back to 2021, this is how much I made since I've gotten monetized. And now that I'm going to be a full year monetized, I'll make an updated video on how much I've made on YouTube for the entire year. So just stay tuned for that. So that's pretty much it, y'all, on how much I've been making on YouTube as a micro influencer. And I hope this helps you. All right, good people. So that is it for today's video on pretty much explaining YouTube's analytics and also sharing with you guys how much I make on YouTube as a micro influencer, and also letting you know that it's possible for you to make this, if not more, when you start your YouTube channel. If you guys like this video, then please let YouTube know by liking this video, and also subscribe if you're liking the vibe. But as always, good people, don't forget to drink your water, mind your business, and always choose yourself first. And I'll be back in my next video. Bye, y'all. Oh, hey friend, thank you so much for watching. But listen, if you have time, I encourage you to watch my next video, so that way you can define your life, learn something new, or just catch the vibe. And I'll see you in my next one.